I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. Subscribe and turn on your notifications. All right. I hear people say that they don't have enough time in their day to put into working out, get themselves in shape. Doesn't take a lot of time. The truth is, you can get yourself in really good shape in 7 to 8 hours a week total. That's including lifting and cardio if things are done properly. And of course, it requires sufficient eating, a proper, adequate diet. But as far as the actual training, working out, lifting, and cardio, you don't need a lot of time to get good results. It's a matter of the intensity level you're working at, how much effort you put into it for the time you're doing it. It's not the length of time, it's the level of intensity. I'm not saying when you go to the gym you need to be lifting like Doring and Yates at that level of intensity, but you need to be lifting at a sufficient amount of intensity to elicit a certain result with the body. Now, I mean, it's when people like Rich Piana used to say, the more you put into it, the more you lift, the more you eat, the more you rest, the better your results. People, that helps put in the minds of people that it takes a lot, and it doesn't. There's a point of diminished returns where it becomes detrimental. You're doing too much overtraining. 45 minutes to an hour tops lifting is plenty of time to elicit a sufficient response to be able to build muscle. Now, as far as cardio goes, it's the same thing. Way too many people are doing way too much cardio, and I really don't think it's needed. You can get great results, and I think in many cases better results. I think what happens is when people are doing too long, you know what? Quickly, let's take a look at track athletes. You got marathon runners, long distance runners. Look at the physiques on them, and look at the physiques on track athletes. A lot of track athletes are muscular. They're not big, but they're muscular. They carry an appreciable amount of muscle. When your body is not designed to have a low body fat level. For that matter, it wasn't designed to carry a tremendous amount of muscle. Our bodies haven't changed physiologically since early modern man. The body needed enough muscle to accomplish its everyday tasks, but wanted to maintain a certain amount of body fat. So when times of famine, when food was scarce, your body had something it could survive on. And your body doesn't know that what you're doing with the cardio, your goal in cardio is to burn fat. Your body doesn't know, well, you're just doing cardio to burn some fat, but you'll be all right because we have a steady supply of food to sustain us. Your body perceives that and turns into goes into a survival mode. I will argue with anybody that when you start doing cardio for a longer period of time, your body's going to reach a point where it won't burn fat. It's going to want to eat away at muscle tissue for energy and try to hold on to the fat for survival. That's why these low-fat diets didn't work during that low-fat fad during those years where we had that low-fat craze. People ended up looking like a smaller version of what they previously were. The body wanted to hold on to the fat. You don't give the body fat, it goes into survival mode and it tries to hold on to the fat. So you try to do too much cardio, your body's going to stop burning fat. It's going to look for other sources for energy. It wants to hold on to the body fat to sustain itself. If you do your cardio at a high enough intensity level, get your heart rate up for a sufficient period of time, and all it takes is 15, 20 minutes a day tops. Back when I was competing, I did half an hour a day. I did 15 minutes in the morning, every morning, and 15 minutes every evening. And that's all you need. And what's high intensity? Well, it all depends on the individual. You see these shows on TV that they have on TV now with these extremely overweight people. They're trying to lose some weight so they can go in for their surgery, reduction surgery. And for someone like that, you take someone 500 pounds, take a chair, you have them stand up and walk 50, 100 feet, then sit down again and rest for a minute or two, then get up and walk back 50, 100 feet, sit down and rest, and you do that. That's high intensity intervals for someone like that. I guarantee you, they're getting, because of the weight they're carrying around, they're getting their heart rate up. It doesn't take, like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a matter of working your body at a high enough intensity to elicit a response as far as lifting and cardio, and then you just got to throw in a sensible diet and you should be good to go. So when you hear people say, well, my family, my job, and this and that, I have all these obligations and responsibilities, I don't have enough time. 8 hours a week combining lifting and cardio is plenty to get really good results. And I'm sure almost anybody out there can find those 8 hours spread out throughout the week to set aside to achieve that goal. All right, if you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. You like the video, thumbs up, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.